757, can you hear me in the studio?
Good morning, sir. Good
Ken,
morning.
how are you, Shaq?
How's things?
Is that the lovely Jackie O?
It is, and it's my mate Kyle here.
Yeah. Did you see her on the WW ads, Shaq? Did you? Well, because Shaq's in town, so maybe he saw Jackie on the WW ads.
Bro, Jackie O is worldwide.
Yeah, WW.
I love you.
Shaq, good
Oh
to
my
have
God,
you on.
favourite guest ever.
Let me tell everyone. Okay, the evening with Shaq is sold out. Of course it is, because we all knew
Are
it
we
was
starting
coming.
now?
Yeah, we started.
Yep.
Okay, because I don't want to talk to you, Kyle. I only want to talk to Jackie O.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
this
one of
is
those
good.
ones.
I have so many questions
Hey,
too.
Jackie,
so it's
how
gonna
are
be
you?
Fun. I'm good. I'm good. When did you get here?
Well, I got here today, and I'm upset with you and Kyle because I'll be in Sydney in a couple of days. You couldn't wait for us to do this live.
We were working around you.
That's right.
Yeah, but I wanted to see the lovely, talented, gorgeous Jackie O.
Wow. How about you might be able to Google some things, but there's not that talented on there. She's all right.
Yeah, well, it
Gorgeous,
depends what you mean by talented, Shaq. What your expectations are.
Kyle,
Yeah.
when I move to Sydney, it's going to be the Shaq and Jackie O show.
Well, my friend, I will
in your
move out
papers
of the
right
chair. Any problem? No, you come on and do it. I need a holiday. You'd be great.
So, Shaq, when you fly to Australia, do you fly private, first class? What's your deal? Do you have your own plane?
Wow.
And I don't want to answer that because I don't want it to seem like I'm bragging, but I didn't walk through the airport. Just
Okay, got it.
You know what that means? He's
teleported.
He's
You
PJ'd
tell
it.
about it.
He's
You're
PJ'd.
well
So
advanced.
I love that.
I
so
know.
you hear everyone's very vibed about you being here. You're doing the big talk where there's not many people, Shaq, that could fill an auditorium full of people paying good money, and you sit up there and you give them advice. And like, there's very few people, and you're in that realm because of the success and the greatness that you've achieved, and you've lived a full life. You've done it all. The Shaq attacks, breaking the things, being a legend on the court, and a businessman as well. Is there one or the other? Do you prefer being the sports guy or the genius businessman? What do you vibe with the most?
Well, that's a great question, Jackie O. I appreciate you asking me that question. I just enjoy having fun, meeting people, following my dreams. You know, I'm 50 years old, but I still have the mind of a juvenile. I like to, dream every day. I haven't been here in a while. I can remember going to a Sydney Kings game.
Yeah.
And the crowd going, Sydney, 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 oi, oi, oi. And it was like 15,000 people just going crazy.
I know.
I tried to take that back to the States. I'm like, we need a chant like this, but the Australian people have always been very hospitable. So tomorrow we're just going to go have a conversation, and hopefully I can give you some tips and give you some insight on who the real Shaquille O'Neal is.
Because you have invested in amazing companies, and then you've readily admitted in the past there's ones you've missed out on. Do you have like the regret of the one that got away from you?
I don't really have regret, like a lot of times, because a lot of people proclaim to be experts, but when the information is brought to me, if I don't feel it in the gut, I just can't do it. If it turns out to be a massive company, then that's just my loss. But investing is risky, period. So I'm in charge of the family's money and the kids' money, so I always got to try to do the right thing.
The
Can I
kids,
ask
you're
you-
in charge of the kids. The kids. When will they be in charge of their own money, or is that just off the table?
When they get their own money, they can do what they
Brilliant.
want. But
Yeah.
People always talk about generational wealth. I'm trying to teach them that education is very important.
Oh, that's so good because, when they grow up in such a privileged world, it's hard not to spoil them. It really is. Like you naturally want to spoil them with everything, especially when you have the money. So it's really hard to kind of instill that kind of structure and I think, work ethic. It's so important. Do you have any ideas of like what their ambitions might be?
Well, I have 6 wonderful children, and whatever their ambitions are, I just tell them to go after it. My oldest daughter is a college graduate. She's starting her master's now. She's the executive marketing director at Pepsi.
Jeez.
Oh, that's cool.
She's killing it.
My oldest son is on tour with me DJing, and he's a 6-figure model. makes model. You know, he's still in school, so I think he plans to graduate in a year.
Is he a good-looking lad? Is he?
He's gorgeous, just like me.
Yeah. I love that. And
My
also,
second-
yeah, go on.
My second son, Sharif, played with the Lakers in the summer league, but he's going to the G League, so he wants to be in the NBA. My younger son under that is at TSU. My second daughter's at TSU, and my youngest daughter's in high school.
Have you got a flop on your hands, like one of them that's not standing up and achieving as great as the others?
No, because I tell them all the time, we don't need another basketball player in the house. Whatever you want to do, take your time, do it. Listen, the girls get a lot more leeway than the guys.
Do they?
The guys, when they're 18, you got to get out the house. Get out the
Oh.
house and figure it out. But the girls, they can take their time. 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years of college, it doesn't matter to me. as long
Shaq,
as
what
they-
about equality there? I feel that the males aren't being treated equal like the females.
Well, listen. When I come to the studio, I'm going to hug Jackie O, and I'm just going to push you out of your seat.
Jesus, Kyle.
Hang on. Back
Don't
to
be
the
there that
equality
day.
thing. Back to the
Got it, tough guy? Jackie O before you, and that's it.
I get it. She would be happy to do that.
So good.
By the way, because people can't come and watch you because that's sold out, you've done this genius thing where they can watch on Main Event on Fox Sports and KO. So you can. There's no limits here. You're happy for everyone to come in and watch it on TV that can't see you in the flesh.
Yeah, I'm all about people. You can't come here and be like, only the people that pay can see me. So I'm here. If people want to see me and my beautiful date, Jackie O, all you gotta
I'm
do
pretty
is
sure
just,
you have to
tune
pay.
in.
It says it's pay-per-view. That's pretty
Well,
sure
is
you.
it?
I don't know. But
Well, it's a main event, so yeah.
is it a main? I don't. Look, Shaq's
think
going to
it
pick
is.
up the bill, I feel.
Oh,
On
yeah.
that.
Jackie O,
Generous
Yeah.
man.
Jackie O, I will send you my pay-per-view code. Kyle, you pay double.
I'll pay double. Am I intimidating you there? Shaq? You're a bit thrown off your game there because he is a big white man and must be terrifying for.
No, it's not. I'm not even looking at you, Kyle. I'm looking at
I
Jackie
know,
O.
I know. I thought you might have had a
Looking
bung
at
eye there,
Jackie
but you are
Onassis.
just looking at Jackie. I've noticed now. It's quite uncomfortable.
I'm not. I'm
No,
loving
you're very
this.
comfortable. Hey, another thing. Is it true you knocked back a $57 million Reebok deal? You're like, yeah, I'm not vibing on that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, when I first started, it was about that much, but then they offered me extension. But I felt that, the underprivileged children were not able to purchase shoes at the price point that Reebok had. So I started my own line, the Shaq, the Dunkman line, and we started that in '94, '95, and since then we sold over 400 million pair and in counting.
I love that. 'cause,
Not a lot
yeah.
of people that do that. Like he's realised, look, my audience, I can make all this money, but kids can't buy it.
Yeah, you
That's
wanted
a
them
real,
to
that's
be
a
able to
decent
afford it.
man. Not many people that do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Do you have any desire to do things like go up into space? You know how a lot of people, William
No,
Shatner.
never.
No, you shut that down quick. Why?
Yeah,
He's scared of that, I think. It's a very. And who wants to
you're
go
right.
up there?
I am. 'Cause
Yeah, I would be too.
Because just my luck of with me being all big, I try to move around. I hit one of those buttons that'll send me into hyperspace, and I'll never be seen again. On today's episode of Shaq, Lost in Space.
Oh
Shaq,
my God, can you imagine if that happened? That would be
Yeah.
terrifying.
And Shaq is over Australia, and he's looking for Jackie O. Can Jackie O bring the Shaq home?
Now, I did hear a podcast once where you were fighting with someone claiming that you thought the world was flat and there's no way it was round. Was that a joke or is that what you think?
It's a theory.
All right, so neither.
So no, I mean
No, it's a theory.
theories- No, it's just a theory. They teach us a lot of things. Just a theory. For example, I flew 20 hours a day. Not once did I go this way.
You
It was all
didn't.
straight. I didn't go. You
You didn't tip over an edge. Yeah.
No, I didn't tip over. I didn't go upside down. So, but it's just a
but
theory.
you can fly to
It's a
Australia.
conspiracy theory.
No. You can, because if you left New York, you can fly that way to Australia, and if you left out of Los Angeles, you can fly that way. So how does that work?
Yeah,
How's that work?
but it's still a straight line. You don't go under. It's just a theory. And then another theory, how they say the world is spinning.
Yeah.
I've been living on a house at a lake for 30 years. Not once did the lake rotate to the left or rotate to the right.
You know what? I've thought of that too. I've
I'm
thought,
just- I'm
if
just-
we're spinning so fast, why aren't we dizzy? I don't get that either.
Yeah, so,
Some things just don't
Love
make
it.
sense.
You know, Shaq, we have a guy on our show, Pedro, and he is so into conspiracy theories. Like, he thinks, certain celebrities are lizards.
And what have you heard that rubbish? Like with some
Yeah.
of them are aliens, and it's possible.
I have heard that.
What do you think? That's possible
What do you
or
think
not?
about
I
that?
think
Is-
it's possible.
Yeah, well, like, do you
mean,
have
I
any
just
other
like-
theories?
I like listening to him. It's not about figuring him out or he's wrong, he's right. Just a theory.
Right.
You're right. You don't have to even pick sides. You just have to be open to suggestions of different things, I suppose.
You never know, do you?
Never know.
No, and what about you made the biggest purchase at
Hold on.
Walmart? Do you
bad.
not do you not like that story?
Put me on Jackie O. I don't want to look at Santa Claus. It's a nice
Wow.
old beard.
I'm sorry.
Wow, I'm really feeling it.
It's just
drinking
me
his
today.
coffee. There you are. Hey,
Hi.
a nice ponytail. I like it.
Thanks.
Anyway, Kyle, with your sexy white beard.
He's a
What was
new
the
dad,
question
Shaq.
again?
He's a new dad, and
Oh,
do
God,
you
yeah,
have
you've
dad
got to-
advice
you-
for him? Because
yes, I need
he's never had
something.
kids before.
Does he have a boy or a girl?
He has a boy.
A little boy.
All right, little boy. Just be there for him. Teach him how to be respectful like you. Love him. Play with him. Because these first years are going to be fabulous, and they're going to get great, and they're going to get better. As soon as they get around 7, 8, 9, 10, now you're going to be tested.
You really?
11, 12, 13, tested even more. 15,
no.
16, 17, when they think they're adults, the real test comes in. But if you do everything before that, you shouldn't have any problems. Good luck.
Right, so assert full
See ya.
control
See you,
over them
Kyle.
early.
No, that's
right.
all you're getting
Yes.
from Shaq. You're not
Okay,
getting
yeah,
anything
no-
else.
no worries, that's fine.
Just
Listen, fine.
consider yourself lucky you got that.
I agree. I do. I feel like it was on every pamphlet what he told me, but I'm going to put it into practice.
And
What it was-
congratulations, Kyle. I'm happy for you, sir.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
That's
That's very
so
nice.
sweet. You're a good, kind person, Shaq. What's your next thing that you would love to do, never done, that's been on your bucket list?
So you asked about going up in space. The craziest thing on my list to do is skydiving.
Oh my God,
You
I've
want to do
never
it while
done
you're in
that.
Sydney? Like, they got a pretty good one in Sydney.
No, I don't. I just one day I'm gonna figure it out. And
Wait,
I've always
Do you think
considered
you'll do it
myself-
though?
I'll probably get up to it. I mean, everything that I put my mind to, I always do. So
Don't you worry though, Shaq? That the
I do.
guys that are packing
worry
those
the
things,
parachute,
they've been
yes.
out on Molly all weekend. They're extreme guys. They're extreme rebel
that's it.
sports guys. They're
So one time I went to a parachute place,
Yeah.
and they gave the weight limit. And I was just a little bit over the weight limit. Then the guy says, "Well, my mom can sew 2 parachutes together." And I had this crazy thought that mom didn't feel like sewing that day, and she used some crazy thread, and I went up there and the parachute bust. But I've always called myself Superman, so I would love to get some footage of me in the Superman outfit, just flying in the sky. That's
One
the
day you'll
craziest
do
thing.
it. That
Yeah,
would be
well,
cool. Yeah. And I was going to say, what I was talking about earlier is there was a report, because we talk about you loads on the show. We love you. You made the biggest purchase at Walmart of $70,000. And Walmart is
What did
like, I
you
guess, our
buy?
Kmart, which is, things are pretty cheap there. So 70 grand was a lot to spend. Do you remember what you spent that on?
Yeah, I got traded from Miami to Phoenix, and when I arrived at Phoenix, I didn't have a place to stay, but I saw this old 5-bedroom penthouse, and the guy was like, I don't really want to rent it out. If I did rent it out, you have to pay a year up front. It's like, no problem. So I paid the year, and it was nice and big. So first thing I had to get was about 10 TVs. Right? And then I got to get pots and pans and knives and sheets and towels and accessories and, desks for the laptop and, furniture and all that stuff. So basically it was just, everything to make the apartment look okay. And
Yep.
then, once I got that, then, I had to finish it, go get the beds and all that. But when I arrived, the apartment was empty. It didn't even have a bed. So I had to buy like 5 of those little blow-up beds. And, so it's just a lot
inflatable
of-
beds.
Yes, inflatable beds for 2 days. And then next day I went to the furniture store.
Oh, this is all very temporary. God, the Walmart people must have died.
Why didn't you stay in a hotel? Well, why'd you have to
Oh,
decorate the
man.
whole joint?
I don't want a hotel. not a
You know-
hotel guy.
You're
not a-
not?
Oh.
However, this hotel, what's the name of this hotel?
The Crown. That's in
The
Melbourne.
Crown
That
the-
is some joint.
is the best hotel in Melbourne. I'm just letting you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
100% it
it's
is.
a beauty.
Yeah, that's a good one that you're
It's
at there.
Crazy. Yep.
Yep.
Hey, once they put me into a race car here for some stupid stunt, and I couldn't fit. And I'm not the world's biggest guy, and I thought, God, how do guys like Shark and these big tall guys? How do they? Do you have trouble with some vehicles?
Yes and no. So when I buy a vehicle, I look at the back seat first, and what I'm looking for is if there's 7 to 8 inches to move the front seat back. So right now I'm driving a Charger,
Yeah.
Challenger, and F-150s. That's all I drive, and they have a lot of room in the back. So I move my seat from 8 to 10 inches, and
Oh,
when I
you
drive-
unbolt it and get it reattached.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay, that
Whoa.
makes sense.
Oh, geez. Okay. So this is like a real, you have to kind of think about those things,
Super
don't you?
size, Jackie. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It looks awesome, but like you don't realise there's a
need
punish
room.
that goes along with that. You got
Yeah,
to do this
totally.
and alter. And,
And are you, Shaq, are you like more of a hermit where you like to stay in your house and just chill?
No.
No, you don't like that.
He's out and
No.
about.
I like to work, and then when I get done working, then I'll come home and chill. But I'll go out. I'm a regular person. I denounce myself from being a superstar because superstars are crazy.
They are.
But I think when
aren't
you
they?
have to denounce yourself as a superstar, you're already at that level. You already
No,
assume.
because superstars that I see, they just do a lot of outlandish, disrespectful, crazy stuff, and in this world we're living in, we're all put in certain categories. Like you guys are hosts. You guys are much more than radio hosts, but because it's a million radio shows, you guys are put in that category. So if one
okay.
radio, you know what I'm saying? So like if one radio host from Australia beats people up every time somebody comes to Australia, hey, we want to talk to Kyle and Jackie O. Well, they're the ones that beat people up, so I don't want to be in that category.
Yeah, right.
I just want to be in
Yeah.
the category of, he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
And so
I
when
like
you
that.
say that you're a person who doesn't do well with just being at home, how did you go during the COVID lockdowns?
So luckily, there were some loopholes. What I mean by that is I lived on the lake. So I checked all the Sydney ordinances. They just said 6 feet away. So we would just get on the boat and go fishing and come back in the house.
Oh, nice. That's a
swim in the
perfect
lake and-
isolation. You weren't
Yeah,
stuck
so-
in a little flat somewhere like the rest of us. You were
No,
out in the lake.
Yeah, then we swim in the lake and act like there were alligators out there and just swim really fast, a.k.a., getting a workout. So, I did a lot of stuff.
Yep. And what's the craziest thing that's in one of your houses? Because you do, and I know you don't like to be a superstar and lumped in with the crazy, the ones
I
that
just
give you.
I just bought a 70-foot dinosaur and I'm going to put him in my lake.
Well, there's nothing crazy about
Okay.
that.
How much did that dinosaur
How
cost?
big is this thing?
Oh, no, it's just, he moves.
He moves.
Yeah, so
moves.
it's a Brontosaurus Rex. Like he stands up and then you hit a button and he comes down and he sucks the water up and he comes back up and he spits the water out.
Oh my God, was that custom made for you?
Yes, I bought it. My Australian work wife is telling me that we have to go.
Okay, that's me though. I'm your work
Yeah.
wife.
Well, yeah, he's
I
a
thought
real
I was
horse.
the wife in
No,
Australia.
you're my radio wife.
We'll wrap
Okay,
it.
honey.
We'll wrap it.
I'll see you soon then. Mwah.
All right.
Shaquille O'Neal, got to go. Enjoy your time here, my friend. Lovely to chat. You're really the superstar, even though you don't want to be. You are.
Yeah, but in the good
Kyle.
way.
Thank you, Kyle, and again, congratulations on that beautiful baby boy.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks,
right,
Jack.
thank you.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Bye, Jackie O. Love
right
you.
here.
Love you too, baby.
Go on, have a little make out of it. I don't know. Shaquille O'Neal this morning here at Kiss FM.